Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to create an animated login form with HTML and CSS. At first, create your index.html file and let's get started with our layouts. Let's create a wrapper. We wrap all of our elements, okay? And then an inner class, and inside this inner class I want to add an image and also a form. This form will contain another tag. Let's call the class form holder, okay? And this form holder will contain a span with the class of username span and an input. Input should be of type text because I'm going to use it for username. Let's call the class form control, okay, and a placeholder which is username. Okay, let me copy this form holder block and paste it right after the username one. Okay, this is going to be for our password. Alright, password span, password, and placeholder should be password as well. Alright, and also an image right after our form, and the images should be filled with these ones. Inside my images I'm going to show you at the end. Add the source of the image to your image sources and add a class for each one. Okay, and the image 2 should be here. Also a class called image 2. Perfect. And here we need to create our style.css file, and the last thing to do in our HTML is to add a link inside our head that contains the href to our style sheet, which is style.css. Okay, now let's go to our style.css. First is to select everything with star and set the WebKit sizing to border box, also mouse box sizing to border box as well. Okay, and then our box sizing to border box. Sorry. And then let's select our body inside HTML. Okay, we're going to add some styling here as well. First is the font size, and it should be 14 pixels, and after is the margin to 0, color to 999 hex. Okay, and after body we need to select our images and style them as well. And the first thing is to set the max width of each image to 100%, and then let's select our wrapper and set the min height to 100 viewports, display to flex, align item center, justify content center as well. Alright, background color should be something like ACCFFE. Okay, it's a mellow color, it's cool. And then inner tag, position relative, width should be set to 435 pixels. Right after inner we have our image. Let me select the very own class image 1. Okay, paste it here. Okay, now let's style image 1. Position relative, button should be minus 12 pixels, and from left it should be minus 191 pixels because it has a special location on the screen. That's why we are setting this, and also z index to 99. Okay, and let's go and select image 2. Okay, should do almost the same things but with different numbers. Image 2 should be 0 from button and minus 129 pixels from right. Okay, after images we have our form. Let's select our form like this and style it. For our form we have 100% width and position relative and z index 9, padding maybe 77 pixels, 61, 66. Okay, and after padding, maybe we should set the background color to something like white. Also set the box shadow like this. It will add a cool linear shadow to your box. These 5 lines. Okay, and we're done with our form. Let's go to our form holder. For form holder, we should set the position to relative. Max width should be margin button should be 21 pixels. And okay, specifically from form holder. And then for form holder span, we have to set the position to absolute. We have to set the position to absolute. From left, it should be 0, and also from top 50%. And transform should be translate to y. And the argument is minus 50%. Also font size 15 pixels. And color should be 333 hex. And then let's go and select our form holder, but with the user and password pans like this. Okay, and add the attributes here. The first thing I want to set for here is the well, by default the position is relative, so I want it to move from left for 2 pixels. And then our form control should be selected. Border set to be none. Border button should be 1 pixel solid, and the color should be something like E6. Okay, set the display to black, and width should be 100%. Height 38 pixels. Background none. Padding 3 pixels, 42 pixels, because I want it to be way far from top, that's why. And the color should be something like 666. Okay, after color, let's set the font size to 16 pixels. Alright, and we're done with the form control. Let's go and select our form control, but with the attribute of WebKit input placeholder to set the placeholder styling. Font size to 14 pixels and color something like 999. Okay, and then transform should be translate y with argument of 1 pixels. And form control again with Moz placeholder. Okay, and the same thing exactly after these two guys. And then let's set our form control focus, a border button 1 pixel solid, and the color should be ACCFE. And then our button, the register button, actually the login, border none with 100%. Height 49 pixels is fine. Okay, then margin top Margin top should be 50 pixels. Okay. Cursor pointer. Display should be flex. Align item center. Then we should set the justify content to center as well. Okay. Padding 0. Background color 99cc_ff. Okay. The color should be set to white. And then set the text transform to uppercase. Okay. And after the text transform, okay, we should set the font size to 15 pixels. Letter spacing 2 pixels. Transition to all 0.2 seconds. Sorry, 0.5. And then we should set the position to relative. Overflow hidden. Okay. And that's all for our button. And for button span, we should add some styling to position relative z-index 2. Also button before and after for the animation. And the hover, of course. Button before and button after. Okay. And here we should take some action or something. Set the content to an empty string. Then set the position to absolute. Alright. This is actually a layer on the button, on our button, so we can control the animation on it. 0 from top, 0 from left. Okay. Width should be 100%, height as well. The next one, background color, and these lines is all for the animation thing. You can add it. And then button after again. WebKit transform. WebKit, set the WebKit transition delay to 0.2 seconds. And also transition delay itself to the same thing. Okay. After the button after, we have button hover before and button hover after. Both of them here. Okay. WebKit transform should be translate 0 and 0. Then transform should be translate again 0 and 0. And I think that's pretty much it. This will work. And as you can see, we have a nice login form. That's all. Thanks for watching.